Brought to you by
Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
In our news tonight, Mbarara applauds the NRM Electoral Commission for conducting peaceful and transparent primaries. And tobacco responsible for over 35% of cancer cases in Uganda, according to a new survey. Ugandan youth innovate to fight food and wasteful manners. And in sports, cricket cranes shock the UAE with a 6-run victory in the T20 thriller.
Brought to you by
Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Once again, welcome to the UBC News Tonight. We now give you the news in detail. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has pledged to stamp out urban criminality, assuring Ugandans that no offender will go unpunished. He was speaking at the Kampala Capital City Leaders Delegates Conference in Nakawa during day 4 of his wealth creation campaign here in the city. Onyango has the details.
NRM leaders in Kampala City have been advised to avoid personal conflicts, but rather aim at serving the party and the city.
The biggest challenge NRM faces is the internal contradictions. NRM members fight each other. NRM is strong from within. NRM is strong, but the problem that we face is NRM each other.
This call has been made by a section of leaders during the Saturday 19th July 2025 Kampala Capital City Wealth Creation Leaders Meeting held at Makerere University Business School, MUBS, in Akawa.
There are members of NRM who are not disciplined, who act ultra-viriously and do not cause the internal cohesion of the party.
The meeting, convened by the president, was attended by a section of leaders from Kampala Capital City Authority.
So today is the last meeting of leaders in the entire country in that process of assessing the service delivery in the areas.
Okusookera abakulembeze tubajjukiza emirimu gyabwe gye balina okukola. Ekyokubina abasanyuka kubanga abadde considered. Naye tubasindika bagende banoonya akalulu ku ground aka President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni n'abantu ba NRM bonna.
The Kampala Leaders Meeting marked the last lap of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni's wealth creation tours.
And if you can recall, in 2016, the president did the same. He traversed the entire country, and that's how we came up with this program of Emioga and PDM. Now that he is winding up with his countrywide tours tomorrow, I'm so sure that he is also going to innovate other new programs.
This is one of the last presidential tour, as far as the PDM is concerned. We want to thank the people for welcoming the president, for supporting the president.
President Museveni, who was accompanied by the First Lady, Jane Kataha Museveni, interacted with leaders from the 5 divisions of Kampala, that is to say Rubaga, Nakawa, Makindye, Kawempa and Kampala Central.
Kawa, muli mutia, wanange wanamakawa. Chirichitia.
Okusevinga iranja kukakasa divisions 5 bawulira your wise guidance ne basalawo buli kansala wano oba buli division eina sako za bakulembeze.
The leaders' memorandum highlighted the insufficient funding of the city authority budgets.
We are still grappling with financial constraints brought about by the budget cuts from the central government in billions. Our budget total was 803 billions, but we received only 555 billions. This left a funding deficit of 246 billion. Your Excellency, sir, this has greatly affected the city development agenda in hindering service delivery.
Away from the wealth creation, Museveni took up security matters.
What we are dealing with now is crime. You saw the family who were slaughtered in Entebbe. We are going to get those people because they are very good clues. And we are able to do that because of the capacity we have built up.
And for the judiciary, the president vows to invoke his constitutional powers to fight against bails.
I will no longer tolerate the issue of the judicial officers
sigenda kuddamu kugumiikiriza ab'amakooti
to release criminals
We have been talking with the Chief Justice. You, the political leaders, should monitor
mwe abakulembeze mwe mulina tuyamba okulondoola
this cover up by anybody.
mwe mulina tuyamba okulondoola bino bye bagezaako okubikkirira
You bring it up, we shall handle it legally. Like today, I was talking with a certain case. Somebody who killed somebody, then they stole the file.
Kakati ate fayiro ne bagibba.
Then the one who was arrested escaped from prison, and anybody who was involved, we shall get him.
Back to infrastructure breakdown in the country, Museveni has put the Ministry of Works and Transports on notice.
These roads are in Uganda, they are not in Congo, they are here. You don't have to wait until it is finished, then you start afresh. That one I have warned the Ministry of Works.
Ekyo Ministry ya Works imaze girabula.
But local government also.
Naye ne Ministry ya ya local government.
Even the Maram roads
n'amakubo agettaka
should be maintained.
The President will conclude the country-wide wave creation tours this Sunday, 20th July 2025 from Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
And then the President has also expressed satisfaction with the growing number of Ugandans embracing the household income initiatives. He made these remarks here in Banda, Nakawa Division during a visit to a parish development model beneficiary under his ongoing wealth creation tour. Let's take a look.
36-year-old Lilian Mbabazi, a resident of Banda Chambogo in Nakawa Division of Kampala, is among the beneficiaries who received PDM funds in 2023. She received 1 million shillings and initially bought broiler chickens. Within a month, she earned 1.5 million shillings from their sale. Encouraged by the results, she reinvested in another batch of broilers, this time earning 2.5 million shillings before venturing into keeping layers.
Stocked broilers. I bought 205. They I used to buy chicks. I used 560. The balance I used for feeds, medicine, of course, and transport. Since my dream was to bring layers, I restocked broilers.
Mbabazi now has about 250 layer chickens and collects between 6 to 8 trays of eggs daily.
My dream became true. I brought layers where I am now. A day, right now where I am, I collect 6 trays and some eggs. My one tray is 20,000.
Earning for her approximately 120 million shillings per day. She says this has become the main source of income for her family since her husband lost his driving job at Chambogo University.
They are in government school, but they overchased them. But right now, I pay in time. They are very okay. I feed them well. I have 5 children. One is in senior 1, another one in P6, another one in P5, another one in P3, then the last one is in P1. I thank my president because I was very bad off, but where I am.
President Museveni, accompanied by the First Lady Janet Museveni, visited Mbabazi and expressed admiration for her enterprise. Museveni said he is pleased that more Ugandans are taking initiative to create wealth at the household level and are now joining the money economy.
So I am very happy to be here and find that people are waking up.
Era nesanga nti abantu batandise okuzuukuka mbongo.
This has been our problem since the 1960s.
Kino kye kyali ekizibu kyaffe okubira ddala mu myaka gy'enkaaga.
When we started being involved in leadership.
okuba twatandika okubeera mu byobukulembeze.
At that time, the leaders didn't understand the issue of mass empowerment.
Ebiseera ebyo abakulembeze tebaategeeranga nnyo kigambo kigenda nakulaakulanya abantu abangi abawansi.
Abantu
bonna.
Government would bring peace.
Gavumenti ng'ereeta emirembe.
And do the roads.
N'ekola enguudo.
The rest is up to everybody.
Ebirala bisigale ku muntu owaawamu owa bulijjo.
The ones who want.
Abaagala.
And are able.
Nga basobola.
They could do farming.
Nga basobola okulima.
Commercial farming.
He urged citizens to emulate Mbabazi's example and commit to hard work as path to self-sustenance and prosperity.
So, the example is very important. This is the role of now Mbabazi. Mbabazi is showing all the people who know her.
Mbabazi alina okulaga abantu bonna abamumanyi
nga bwe mulida badde ayogera wano twali bubi
nti yali bubi
naye kati ali bulungi. So together we are now going to improve and adjust.
President Museveni, on his way to Banda, where he visited Mbabazi, made several stopovers to greet and speak with excited crowds gathered along the roads, especially in Nakawa. At each stop, the president took a moment to engage with the locals, encouraging them to mind of creating wealth at family level. The president is expected to conclude his PDM tours in Kampala on Sunday with a rally at Kololo Ceremonial Grounds. Philip Aguta for UBC News in Kampala.
Tepeth County MP Albert Lokoru has petitioned the NRM Electoral Commission over the Karamoja primary results, accusing the polling officials of working in favor of his opponent. However, the commission has denied these allegations, and we have a detailed report.
The Perth County Member of Parliament Albert Lokoru, who lost the flag to Wilson Michael Okoa, is said to petition the NRM Electoral Commission over what he describes as the massive irregularities that marred the Moroto NRM primaries. Moroto NRM Electoral Commission Registrar Yusuf Lomokol on Thursday night declared Lokoa as the official flag bearer for Tepeth County after he polled 4,973 votes against Lokoru's 4,630 votes. Lokoru claims some of the polling registrars also served as polling agents for Lokoa.
Why? Because most of the results were altered and policy captured. And so I'm trying to persuade justice, and where I need to be, all the results which are not tallying with the number of registered voters have to.
Confusion has marred NRM primaries in Karenga district after the registrar failed to declare winners. Aspirants claim that the results from key sub-counties were excluded, prompting the NRM EC chairperson, Dr. Tanga Odoi, to suspend tallying. These are the details.
Since Thursday, results from the NRM elections in Karenga have not been officially declared. According to some residents, Doreen Imen was leading in the district woman member of parliament race, while she's contesting against State Minister for Ethics and Integrity, Rose Lily Akelo. In Dodoth West race, Contenders include Karenga District Chairperson Felix Maklochel, incumbent MP Botum, and Julius Dida. After the NRM District Register failed to manage the situation, Dr. Bazio Kamia from the NRM EC Secretariat was dispatched to intervene. Supporters claim the impasse stemmed from the missing results of Kakwanga and Lobalangit sub-counties.
My call to the NRM Secretariat is they come in. The person who was sent here confused the exercise the more. He had the conflict of interest. He wants to cancel 2 sub-counties, Kakwanga and Lobalangit. He is not giving any valid reason.
Despite efforts by Dr. Kamia, the situation worsened. Angry supporters sealed off the district headquarters. Wiretapping was taking place, barring anyone from entering or exiting while demanding results be released that same day. Security forces were deployed from the 2 NRM officials who were evacuated. With guidance from Dr. Tangodoi, the NRM Electoral Commission chairperson, the tallying process was officially called off until an unspecified date. Some aspirants and supporters blame the chaos on District Registrar Patrick Locho, whom they accused of being compromised.
So the soldiers have taken away the registrars here in Karenga.
NRM candidates who lost in Fort Portal City primaries are demanding a review of the results, citing widespread irregularities and electoral malpractice. UBC News was in place to cover the event.
According to Mohenda Ronald, the electoral process was marred by inefficiencies and the deliberate denial of declaration of result forms to some agents, forms which are vital in verifying free and fair elections.
We have cases, especially in some of our wards here, that these election results were tinkered with, that they were just fabricated and manufactured from God knows where. So we are contesting the election at the moment. We are asking our electoral body here to come clean, to wash itself clean. The people are bitter. I've been getting hundreds and thousands of voters calling me what to do next. They wanted to demonstrate. No, we have looked for our votes in peace.
Mohenda claims some of his polling agents were blocked from accessing the DRA forms and is now demanding that the Electoral Commission produce them from the forensic scrutiny.
To end our Electoral Commission to tell us, to pronounce itself why it denied electoral DRA forms to our agents. Why did they do that? It is the only piece of evidence, it's an integral piece of evidence in an election. So why do you go ahead and to deny our polling agents those forms that were signed by our agents?
He further alleges cases of voter bribery, intimidation and denial of access to polling stations, especially in Kagote and Kawundaire. Factors, he says, contributed to low voter turnout. The candidate says he is further gathering more evidence ahead of the petition he plans to file on Monday, urging the Electoral Commission to declare what he calls the rightful winner.
That has really hurt so many people. It has hurt me as a candidate, but I maintain my position that we need the correct person announced, we need the correct results announced. Short of that, we are already writing petitions to the Electoral Commission in Kampala denouncing this irregular electoral process.
Mohenda contested for the Fort Portal City MP seat, which was retained by incumbent Alex Ruhonda, who polled 4,796 votes, and Mohenda came in second with 3,309 votes, followed by 3 other candidates. Meanwhile, candidates who won say they are ready to implement their manifestos with a focus on improving service delivery.
I came the people of Kabarole, Russia in particular, to give service to them. As I've been mentioning, a member of parliament has 4 major roles as per the constitution. The role of legislation, the oversight, appropriation, and representation.
And in more news, State Minister Persis Namuganza has threatened to quit the NRM unless President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni intervenes in what she terms as a rigged primary in Namutumba district. In Iganga, woman MP Kauma Sauda and Kigulu South's Milton Muwumba have declared independent bids. Let's take a look.
We are saying this party, NRM, our party where we have grown up, is becoming unpopular because of these silly activities, which they are allowing some of the people, more so those who have just joined the party like Anita Mo, to terrorize people who are real supporters of the party, and they have it at heart. And now we are appealing to the president. He's the chairman of the party. I have spoken to him several times, also on phone and physically, telling him how Tango is being used by this woman, Anita Mo, who just crossed yesterday, to sabotage and kill the party media. So here in Namutumba, people are so annoyed. And now they are saying they are not going to participate in the campaign I support them, I think, because now there is no meaning. Those who win, they are not declared. Those who fail, they are the ones now who are being taken.
Results show I have 0-0. And my opponent had 700-something votes. This is not fair. We abuse the act, the exercise. So I'm calling upon the people of Iganga that I have moved on well with you. You embraced me, you entrusted me, you have supported me all through. There might be some things that did not go on well, but I know that I'm the daughter of the swells. So I ask upon that let's move on and show these people that we still stand together. We are coming on ground to make sure that everything moves on well, because at the end of the day, the forces in this. Another example of maybe an irregularity that I can give, in Nabitende sub-county, NRM Electoral Commission tells us that the election is supposed to be conducted at the same time. But you find that there is one parish in Nabitende that all the village registers were conducting an election at one village. They first finish that village, then they move on to the next village with the voters at the same time. So we really don't know who really told them this.
Highlighted of what didn't go well, comparing me for the first time to say yes, whereas I'm 311 NRM, I'm unable to carry on with the bid for the NRM flag. Whether the anomalies have been rectified or not, I feel the entire process is full of flaws. So I feel I can no longer continue, and I've decided after consulting with my high command of Kigulu South Constituency. Yesterday, I held a meeting of the high command of 120 plus members under my team, who unanimously agreed that we should declare ourselves independent candidates come next month or come September when it comes to nomination, and we're already reserving the symbol of the ball.
Furthermore, UPC has called a special delegates conference for the July the 26th in Kamdini, following the High Court ruling that nullified Jimmy Akena's nomination for a third term as the party president. These are the details.
The ruling, this particular ruling, which I do not intend to challenge, puts or restricts my candidature for party president 2025 on the basis that I've served 2 terms and I'm in the presidency now. So as president now, I am urging Ochieno, Walubiri, Enap, whoever thinks they have something, please, Kamdini 26, there will be delegates, live delegates, not ghosts. People have had elections of ghosts where you don't know where they are, where they're from. These will be live human beings. And one thing I'm proud of, at least which this ruling has now put to shame, in Uma showgrounds, we had people, I've seen the coverage, the footage which has been covered in the media. In 2020 in Kasangati, I see that footage in the media. These were live people. Now all these people, I don't know, Ochieno, Walubiri, where were they elected and by whom? All of these UPC members who say they're presidents, who say they're what, go and meet the delegates there. I've been told people to come for Kachoke Madit, we have discussions. Please talk to the delegates. This is their party. As Jimmy Akena, I thank the delegates for honoring me to lead this party, that the only thing I can do is to take back this leadership to the delegates conference. It is not a matter for an individual. It is a matter which I will deliver to the delegates conference. And I want to thank Justice Banda Namanya for giving me this clear opportunity and let these issues end once and for all. You know, I have been brought before the same courts of law for trespass in Uganda House. At least here it is now clear, for the last 10 years, or since 2015, I have been legitimately here in Uganda House. So all this issue of trespass, this issue of Kenya is not president, let it end here now today.
And in other news, thousands gathered in Orlando, Florida to commemorate the 107th Lions Club International Convention, celebrating global service, leadership, and humanitarian impact. Let's take a look.
Streamed live to millions worldwide, the 107th Lions Club International Convention featured inspiring keynote speeches, vital organizational updates, and colorful cultural showcases honoring the diversity and unity that have defined Lionism since 1917.
And what you have shown us and proved to us is this: when the Lions want to do it, they can and they will.
Vocês deixaram uma marca profunda na mente e nos corações dos leões e das pessoas servidas durante este ano.
You have made a deep mark on the lives and the hearts of the people that you have served this year.
A historic highlight at the convention in Orlando, Florida, the U.S., came with the emotional swearing-in of Lion A.P. Singh as the new international president, succeeding Brazil's Fabrício Oliveira. Singh's accession was a proud moment for India and the wider Lions family. Delegates immersed themselves in energetic plenary sessions, themed exhibitions, and global entertainment reflecting Lionism's cross-continental impact. Among the keynote speakers was Olympic legend Michael Phelps, whose moving address urged Lions to champion empathy and mental health in their communities. The Grand Parade of Nations lit up the city as Lions marched in traditional attire, waving national flags in a spectacular display of global unity. Zimbabwe. Uganda's flag flew high, with Lion Allen Tush Natrinda completing her district governor training to lead the district 411B Uganda. Lion Loy Muramura of Entebbe Road Club won a sponsorship raffle to attend the 108th convention in Hong Kong, now visa-free for Ugandans. The convention also celebrated US dollars 81.6 million raised for humanitarian causes and spotlighted the Peace Poster contest won by a young artist from China. As the curtain falls, the Lions movement looks ahead with renewed resolve to empower, serve, and inspire. Mtonyi Hilda and Haimana Deo, UBC.
Leaders in Mpigi are championing the Mao Game Goal Circle model as a game changer in grassroots economic transformation. The initiative was held during the graduation ceremony for community trainers in Boama. Let's take a look.
The Uganda Federation of Maul Game Goals Community Credit Cooperatives, in partnership with South Korea's Ministry of Interior and Safety and the Korea Federation of Community Credit Cooperatives, has graduated 44 local school trainers of Maul Game Goals, or village banks, from across the eastern, northern, western and central regions.
This event has been to ensure that we have people within the communities that can be able to provide knowledge about financial literacy, about financial discipline, and in order to bring about community development.
The training of trainers at UFCC head in Buama district, equipped participants with essential skills in financial literacy, savings and investment under the Maul Game Goes model, a Korean community banking concept aimed at promoting self-reliance through local resource mobilization.
Through this training, I've gained a lot of experience. I've unlocked my hidden ability to sensitize others and to also speak in the general public, to sensitize them on the benefits of being in the cooperative.
Skills that I've acquired will enable me address large groups, smaller groups in these communities, and this will enable our MG grow.
Basically going to the village to transform our members, to change their thinkings from where they have been to where we have been trained from. So in that we are expecting to get new members.
The UFCC President Samuel Maviribirizi urged the newly trained facilitators to become champions of the Maul Game Goes narrative, describing it as a transformative model of wealth creation and socio-economic development.
This model is community-centered, it's community-owned and community-driven. So people in the community feel a sense of ownership of their model, and that way they try to help each other through the self-help initiative, self-responsibilities, and even the community transformation.
Participants also pledged to use their newly acquired knowledge to promote financial inclusion in their respective regions.
This is also a socio-economic transformation activity that is going to transform our communities, and I'm sure, I'm well equipped that outside there when we reach, we shall spread the gospel and people will understand what MG is.
When I go back there, I'm going to get our community people to enjoy MGs. I'm going to do it door to door.
Financial experts say continuous member education and community-based training are critical for the successful implementation and sustainability of Maul Game Goes village banks. Charity Marion Imnat and Robert Waiter for UBC.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. Ku mulanga gw'eggwanga ogw'okunyweza obukuumi ku nguudo, aba Good Product Group HGO brand batongoza mu butongole kaweefube gwe batuumye Rider Selecting Campaign. Kati osobola okwewandiisa ng'oyita ku kibanja kyabwe ekya www.riders.hgohgo.com. Weewandiise kati ofune omukisa oguwangula ebirabo eby'enjawulo okuli pikipiki n'ebirala ebisibiddwa mu bokisi ne reflector jackets eza HGO n'ekigendererwa eky'okutumbula envuga ennungi mu bantu. Eno y'engeri gy'osobola okwetabamu. Sasula ssente z'okwewandiisa, funayo mikwano gye 3 okukola ttiimu y'abantu 4. Olwo ssente ze mukozesezza okwewandiisa zijja kubaddizibwa. Tandika olugendo lwo olw'ekitiibwa kati. Tosubwa omukisa guno, weegatte ku nteekateeka eno. Tumbula engeri y'okwewala obubenje ku nguudo era ofuuke omuvuzi asoose okuvumbula ekipya. Okufuna ebisingawo, kyalira omukutu omutongole ogwa Good Product Group ku www.hgohgo.com oba kuba ku nnamba y'essimu etali yakusasulira noti 8335555 oba bakyalire ku ofiisi zaabwe ezisangibwa ku Kingdom Kampala omwaliiro ogwokusatu. Weewandiise kati owangula ebirabo bya buwanana.
Abeka bala batuuzi awo walungi naffe tujja.
Bamikwano, ani alina ku change ono?
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Tuyina momo.
Va ku mwana gwe change.
Nayanziza nnyo.
Nange kwepera.
Yes, sir.
Zo ziri mmeka?
Ziri 3 kitundu.
3 kitundu?
Yes, sir.
Sente nga zinsugeddeko.
But uncle, you can't get from your phone.
Let's keep on playing your bodies. What did you do? Mweba rutegeka nze nogola bankoye kuva ku makya ndi mu shopping. Juma jangu yambe ku munno mutikula ebintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. Can you put it on your phone and make money?
Rabai, also read Domtuma. What does all Wagara? Thanks for Barab. This, and what was Charwao, but get them on the home. We are going to know situation here.
Kande te kando.
Hey. Wait, I go to Tambura. When I go to that.
Tubere muzikizo.
Sengana to Moino Kuminkiriza.
Uniquely ours. Explore Uganda.
At UNOC, we believe in safety.
Use waters on your wallet. Bobby, again! What's the drama?
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders, June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. We now take you into the world of business. Now, two Ugandan innovators won a global award. Two Ugandan innovators won a global award in Iceland for their anti-food waste innovation. Kapolax, their innovation is being celebrated as a major leap in local science and innovation. Let's take a look.
Kapolax is a biodegradable sachet that extends the life shelf of fruits without refrigeration from 11 to 33 days.
Our inspiration was based on the fact that me, myself, and Sandra, both of us came from different backgrounds, but both of them were agriculture. So I had seen firsthand food going to waste and fruits going to waste from my own family. So that inspired within me the desire to one day solve this problem, which came to be that food was really spending a little time before it could rot away. So when we joined campus, me and Sandra, we became friends, and then we teamed up. That's when we started working on Kapolax.
Developed by Makerere University graduates, the innovation combats food waste and supports food security in line with the UN Sustainable Development Goals on zero hunger and responsible consumption.
So there is a story of one lady called Amina. She is a farmer, mango farmer in Mityana district, She has been using Capolax, and before she started using Capolax, she was really losing over 30% of her produce, and she would not be able to make the money that would sustain her and her family. But after using Capolax, she has been able to access better markets. She's able to transport her mangoes to the exporters that are able to pay her more money, and by that we've seen her change from just a smallholder farmer to a farmer that is able to fend for her family and that is able to increase the amount of acreage she's able to grow each season.
The Community Healers Prize recognizes social innovators promoting food security and fair livelihoods. The award includes a £20,000 grant to help scale this innovation.
So basically, currently what we anticipate at the moment to do with the Community Healers Prize is, number one, to work on the regulatory hurdles that have been along our way to make sure that we have a product in line with all the different territories that we intend to sell our product in, and have regulatory approval to make sure that our product is perfectly approved and certified. But also secondly, we also anticipate to put a lot of effort in the research and development to ensure that our product continues to become better and better and better. So those are the two various directions that we intend to concentrate on. But also the hurdles that we anticipate majorly is the production capacity, that we have a lot of demand and we currently don't have the capacity to produce to that demand. So that is one of the challenges that I believe can only be solved by as well funding.
Capolax's success puts a spotlight on Ugandan ingenuity, inspiring youth-led innovations that change lives and drive global impact. Wadulo Arnold Mark, UBC News, in Kampala.
And in more news, Uganda has launched the 2023 Global Adult Tobacco Survey, revealing that tobacco use contributes to over 35% of cancer cases here in Uganda. The report was released during the World No Tobacco Day in Kampala. Let's take a look.
The 2023 Uganda Global Adult Tobacco Survey reveals that tobacco use in the country has remained relatively unchanged, with current usage rates standing at 6.7% in 2023 compared to 7.9% in 2013.
You will note that this report provides us with hope, but also highlights areas where we need to make improvements. Of course, the challenges still exist. We wish to be somewhere, but at least we have moved a mile. There are challenges that have already been acknowledged, and I think that we need to pat Ministry of Health regardless of these challenges, because it's not easy to actually even have this study done. Like Dr. Hafsa mentioned, in Africa, we are actually the second to launch this study after Ethiopia. So that is some work being done.
Despite this slight drop, health experts remain concerned.
We've seen that second-hand exposure is still high in the country, and some of the examples include exposure at homes at 9.5%, exposure in indoor workplaces at 15.3%. Interestingly, for government buildings, it's still high at 8.3%, while bars and nightclubs have an exposure of 62%.
Dr. Hasfalukwata Sentongo says there is need for strict enforcement of the tobacco control laws in Uganda.
We look at our colleagues from the Uganda Revenue Authority, we look at our colleagues from the Uganda National Bureau of Standards, the police, Uganda Police. So I'm calling upon all these people to actually get back into force.
Over 35% of cancer patients at the Uganda Cancer Institute are battling conditions directly linked to tobacco use.
These are banned products, so our lawyers are getting ready to sue all those bars that are actually selling shisha in the country.
Dr. Joseph Magola from Afinet advised that government should prioritize awareness among young people.
Part of the efforts that we have to reduce tobacco use is to make sure that the younger populations do not get as much access to the product and limit the usage amongst youth.
We need to tell the young people that tobacco and nicotine are dangerous in whatever form it comes, whether it's a capsule, whether it is an injection, whether it is a patch, whether it is cigarettes that you smoke, whether it's anything. For as long as it has that ingredient, then it is dangerous to your health.
I now take this opportunity to officially launch
the Uganda Global Adult Tobacco Survey Report 2024 and its fact sheets for God and my country.
Aisha Musanya, Chris Buyondo, UBC News.
Sun Culture has launched a hire to purchase solar irrigation model bundled with insurance to support farmers to boost productivity across Uganda. UBC News has more details.
The non-government organization Sun Culture Uganda is helping shift farmers from rain-fed to irrigated agriculture through solar-powered equipment.
One of the challenges that we have as a country is that wall of Africa as well, there's very unreliable rainfalls. So the farmers are not able to farm throughout the year. As Sun Culture, we want to give the farmers the opportunity to farm from January up to December without any interruption through the irrigation. That's one issue that we want to address that is prominent. The second other reason is the environment protection. Sun Culture does not use diesel or petrol engines. We use carbon-free facilities, that is pumping of water without having to pollute the environment. We protect the environment. So as a country, we are trying to deal with the climate change effects.
The pay-as-you-grow hire purchase model includes a life insurance policy from Turaco Microinsurance.
Why are we partnering with Sun Culture? We know that insurance penetration here is very low, but again, we understand the importance of insurance. And we look at the value proposition that this is going to come. This is a tool that a customer is taking on a loan, and because it's a loan, there are challenges that would come like sickness. Having a cover that covers them in hospital cash in case they are hospitalized and spending nights in the hospital, or in instances of death, is an added advantage to them. That a customer, while running the loan, they have a peace of mind that in case of hospitalization or even a death during servicing this loan, they are covered on insurance.
The machinery boasts the capacity to irrigate large fields with a spray range exceeding 100 meters.
Abeka baratuzi. Awarunji. Naffe tujja.
Oh. Bami kwangu. Anya inakuchenja ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Hey, tuina momo.
Va ku mwana gwe change.
Nayanziza nnyo.
Nange nange kwetera.
Yes, sir.
Zo ziri mmeka?
Ziri 3 kitundu.
3 kitundu?
Yes, sir.
Yibo. Sente nga zinziguddeko.
But uncle, you can get from your phone.
Just keep on playing your bodies. What did you do? Mweba rutegeka nze nogola bankoye va kumacha ndi musopingi Juma jangu yambe kumunno muti kule ebintu muri mutya
Uncle, you're suffering again. You can put it on your phone and make money.
Bye-bye. Musuri do mutuma. Munda zo kuagara. Naye. Thanks for baraba. Bit, empombo wasichari wao. Jajja mwongereko. Oyagala nnyo olwombo lw'ekinyebwa.
Kandete kando.
Tewetaaga kutambula. Gwe ne bw'otuula.
Tubeere mu nzikiza.
Senga n'atuma olina okugumiikiriza.
Welcome back to still watching the UBC News Tonight, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. We now take you into the world of sports. The Fort Portal City Marathon lived up to its expectations with a massive turnout and royal presence, celebrating wellness, tourism and culture in Toro Kingdom. We have the details.
The 2025 Fort Portal City Marathon featured 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 21 kilometers and the 42-kilometer races, blending athleticism with Fort Portal's rich cultural heritage.
It is an event meant to promote tourism within Fort Portal and bring an experience to runners and everyone out of the culture.
I subscribed for 42 kilometers and it was a good run. It's been a while since I last did a 42, but being the first one, the target was under 3.
The event served as a prelude to the 2025 Tascalite Mount Renzori Marathon in Kasese, with organizers Equator Hikes using the platform to engage the community and raise awareness.
As you can see today, we came to Fort Portal to drive awareness about the Tascalite Mount Renzori Marathon, which will be happening on the 23rd of August in Kasese. And we're excited. It's about the runners. Many of the runners came from wherever they've come to run Fort Portal, and we are encouraging them to come and run in Kasese on the 23rd of August.
The activation encouraged participation from elite runners, fitness enthusiasts, and the general public.
Number one, you're running on a World Athletics Federation certified route, the first to be certified in Uganda. That means you can qualify for any other race around the world, Comrades, Two Oceans, and any qualifying race. That is one. Two, for those who can compete, come compete for the money. Standard Chartered Bank has given us money for the prize award. So come compete and come win the money. Number three, this is our 4th edition, and all the last editions have been amazing. And after the marathon, we have the night rave organized by Tascalite. So there's so much. It's a chance for you to travel with your family and friends and experience life outside Kampala.
The Tascalite Mount Renzori Marathon is expected to boost sports tourism, promote healthy living, and support the local economy.
The marathon is hinged around 4 things. The first one being social, economic transformation. And we are proud to say that we have seen a lot of transformation coming to Kasese. We are bringing opportunities to Kasese and enhancing the economic lives of the people in Kasese. Then we also do promote healthy living and healthy lifestyles. Marathons have the ripple effect of having people live healthy lives. And you realize that in Uganda we've been victims of non-communicable diseases. They have been a large cause of death among the youth in Uganda. So we are driving a message telling them run and be healthy because we need a very productive population.
And in more sports news, Uganda's cricket Cranes stunned the UAE with a historic 6-run win in the Pearl of Africa T20 series, marking their first ever victory over the high-ranking side. Joyce Grace Kemigisa has the details.
Uganda, ranked 22nd, came into the match as underdogs against the 13th ranked UAE. After winning the toss, the Cranes opted to bat first but struggled against UAE's disciplined bowling attack. Despite losing wickets in quick succession, Shurideep Mangela 39 runs, Raghav Dawani 44 runs and Alpesh Ramjani 21 runs helped Uganda post 126 runs for the loss of 9 in their 20 overs. Defending the modest total, Uganda's bowlers initially came under attack until Dinesh Nakrani dismissed Muhammad Wazim in the 8th over, sparking a turnaround. With 30 runs needed from the last 3 overs, Captain Juma Miyaji and Cosmas Chewuta held their nerve, restricting UAE to 120 runs for the loss of 8 in their 20 overs. Miyaji led with 3 wickets, Nakrani took 2 and Ramjani added 1.
Getting a win on a highly ranked team from us, it's a bonus for us. Few positives and lessons taken up. I would like to thank my teammates for backing me up, coming up with a decision of bowling the 18th over. It was so crucial for me because I had the momentum from the start, and we had to have a few chats from me and Cosmas.
strategy was to put the runs on the board first, win the toss, bat first, and try and reach to 130 by the 18th over, and then go for the last 12 balls. It didn't work out that way, but we ended up winning the game. That's more important. It's been discussed in the last team meeting that they're only better ranked team, but on a given day we are 11 versus 11. So let us focus on the job. We are playing good cricket. Let us try and execute our plans, and then leave it forget about the results. Just try and implement the plans. Give your best shot, and everything will be followed. The lesson which we learned from this game is whatever the total is on the board, try and put your best effort in the fielding, and try and put the balls in the right areas, and you wait for your moment. And your moment comes, you control those moments to the maximum for a longer period, and results will follow.
Uganda's landmark victory not only boosts the team's confidence but also adds crucial ranking points. The tournament takes a break on Sunday, with Uganda set to face Kenya on Monday, 21st July. Grace Joyce Kemingisa, UBC News.
The Church of Uganda's family charity run attracted hundreds, raising funds for a boys' hostel in Mengo. The Archbishop commended the initiative for promoting fitness and fellowship.
That we are here this morning on 19th July. This is a day for the Do Good Run family, which is meant to definitely keep our bodies in a good shape. This is very important because our bodies are supposed to be the temple of the Holy Spirit. The temple of the Holy Spirit should be kept in a good shape. Today, we have challenges of non-communicable diseases like diabetes, we have pressure, all these others. It's because our bodies are fed very well, but we do not exercise enough. This is very good, and I'm so grateful for the women family life who have arranged this for this purpose. Secondly, for the fundraising resources to construct an income generating project. It will be a hostel for our children. This will be a Christian-led hostel for our children where they could be taught to pray, to live a holistic life.
As a chief runner, I had the dignity and honor to flag off the marathon. The marathon was designed to help the Mothers Union as an organization raise funds to put up a hostel that will be used for sustaining the activities of the Mothers Union. Once you have the Mothers Union functional, then you have the family functional, you have the church functional. That is the biggest glory that you can give the Almighty. And that's why we are here this morning.
And in more sports news, Uganda has flagged off the national table tennis team to Nigeria for regional competitions, with sports officials urging the athletes to fly the Uganda flag high.
7 table tennis players are heading to Nigeria to participate in tournaments, starting with the Africa Hopes Weekend Challenge.
The team, please believe in yourself, believe in the training. Discipline is paramount. Wherever you move, most of you have moved in different countries. You find that the rules and regulations are different. You're getting this? So if rules and regulations are different, what does this mean? Abide by all what it means. But you've ever been. To put it on record, I've never heard of the table tennis player misbehaving outside.
It's a very instrumental time in the modes of Uganda Table Tennis Association. We are saying that as the executive, we have wanted to ensure that the game goes beyond Kampala, beyond the borders, even internationally. We have a group of capable 7 players that we're sending out tonight.
I also want to remind you that
you're one of the most lucky lot in Uganda. When we played, these opportunities were not there. The sponsorship was not there. We are very happy that National Council of Sports is doing whatever it can to ensure that the team is able to represent us at all the time.
In the under-12 category of the Hopes Challenge, Uganda will be represented by Joseph Sebatindira, who finished second last year, and Patience Anyango, the girls' champion from Botswana. Focus will then turn to the Africa Youth Championship featuring under-15 and under-19 categories, with a full team comprising Sharif Nsereko, Ibrahim Mutesasira, Jamaima Nakawala, Patra Nasirumbi, and Pavin Nangonzi.
Techniques have improved my attacking techniques because I've been defending. Now I've improved in my attacking techniques, and I'm promising to maybe put up a better performance.
The team is coached by Alvin Katumba and Tendo Baliewunya, and will wrap up with the Africa Youth Cup, climaxing on August 5th.
They've been training really well with their coach, Coach Tendo, some of them, and then some of them were with me in a training camp in France. So we hope this time we shall be able to make gold medals.
And that brings us to the end of our UBC News Tonight, the 10 o'clock edition. Thank you for being a lovely audience. My name is Wadulo Arnold Mark, and I'm styled by La Vie Boutique, located on Grand Imperial Hotel. Have yourselves a lovely night.
Inspiring Uganda.